Vikings WarOfClans video. So in this video, what we have is a update on the Aesir situation. So we all know that we're going to get new Aesirs in the game, and we just got an update on them. So let's take a look. We all know that, again, aside from the new Aesir, we're also getting updates to the old ones that we have. So looking at the first screenshot, we have Njord, Freya, and Sif. I don't recall any of these, so these are definitely new ones, and they go all the way from level 1 to level 10. And just looking at one of them, it's insane, the cost of these things. So yeah, we all have to be ready for this. All right, so Njord, Soul Shards, again, and I'll just read for Njord, but the other two also have the same value. So 20 million, 25.5, 31, 37.5, 46.5, 61.5, 89 million, 135, 215, and then level 10 is 345 million. That is insane. It's got to be at least 1 billion shards, right? And you need 3 because there's 3 of them. Let's look at the offense. So Njord gives you melee offense. You have up to 400% if it's maxed. Troop offense against cavalry, 50%. Troop offense against killers, 30% if it's maxed. Permanent bonus, you have troop offense when attacking towns, 250%. And then we have the offense against Earth Aesir, 17. Now for the Freya one, we have cav offense, 400%. Troop offense against ranged, 50%. Troop offense against siege, 30%. And then for the permanent bonus, we have troop defense when attacking towns. And then lastly, for Sif, we have ranged offense, 400%. Troop offense against killers, 50%. Troop offense against melee, 30%. And then lastly, for the permanent bonus, we have troop health when attacking towns, 250. So for me, these are town. Again, we still have, obviously, the cav offense, melee offense, ranged offense, offense against. This is perfect, right? This is going to be perfect for hitting paladins. But because of the permanent bonus, I'm considering these mostly town, even though I would definitely require to max these. And suggest everyone else to save your soul shards to max these. But these are relatively town-based compared to the other ones. So let's look at the other ones. Then again, in the new batch, we have Aegir, Heimdallr, and we have Baldur. Looking at Aegir, again, the cost is soul shards, the same as the other 3 that we had. He has killer offense, 400%, troop offense against siege, 50%, troop offense against cavalry, 30%, and then permanently troop offense when attacking towns. Heimdallr gives you siege offense, 400%, troop offense against melee, 50%, troop offense against ranged, 30%. Troop defense when attacking towns, 250%. And then lastly, we have Baldur. Again, Baldur is different. Scout offense, 500%. Scout defense, 500%. Scout health, 500%. Troop health when attacking towns, 250%. Baldur seems to be an optional one for those people who play scouts, but that is massive. You have 500% on everything, and then you also get the town. So definitely, we're looking at least 6 billion shards for the first 6 Aesirs that we just looked at, which is huge. It's a very big cost. Okay, now we have Vidar. So everyone should have these. Vidar, Vali, and Ullr. We all have these up to level 10. This is a little bit small, so I'm zooming in a little bit. So for Vidar, level 11 is going to cost resources. Relatively low cost of resources. I'm not even bothered by this. The resources are fine. Time that it's going to take seems to be a little bit out of control. So just as a comparison, level 10 needed 1.8 million, but in seconds, because this is what they've given us. Now level 20 needs 3 billion. So resource-wise, it's not expensive, but boost-wise, it's definitely expensive. For us right now, it's not that big of a deal. Most of us should be able to afford that, but compared to before, where you go from level 1 being 59.5k seconds to level 10 being 1.8 million, and then now level 20 being 3 billion seconds. And what stats do they give? So Vidar is giving us scout defense, marching speed, and melee offense. At level 10, we have 50, 50, 50. And then at level 20, we have 300%, 300%, 300%. So definitely a big leap. And then we again have scout health 50%, jumped all the way up to 150%. Valley, again, we're going again for the same thing, same amount of resources, same amount of boosts, from 50% siege defense, marching speed, and killer offense to 300%. So it seems multiplied by 6 on these three. And again, next picture should be Honir, Magni, and Versetti. All of them are big, especially these three, because one of them gives you the knowledge, one of them gives you the training, one of them gives you that building speeds. So again, level 10, we're looking at soul shards. It costed 2.5 million. Level 20 doesn't seem bad at all, costing 36 million. So in terms of soul shards, these aren't as bad as the other 10. You might be able to cover the whole thing with probably, let me do the math. Yeah, around 100 million soul shards per 110 maybe, roughly. So not too bad at all on these. Again, we go from troop health, troop capacity and learning speed at 60%, 58 and 30 to 350% for the troop health, 300% for the capacity, and 60% for the learning speed, which is very big. And then we have Magni here, which gives us total defense, troop capacity, and building speed. Again, the cost of soul shards seems to be the same. Troop defense, troop capacity, building speed at level 10 at 60, 50, and 30. Again, same thing, 350%, 300%, and 60%. So in my opinion, these are great. The other 6, the first new 6 that we looked at, they seem to be better. Just in terms of the bonus that you get, but the cost of them is insane. These you can wrap them up with easily 300 million soul shards. Those you need at least 6 billion. All right, so now we have Skadi, Tyr, and Var. I guess this was a little bit out of order, but let's look at that. So this one needs gold. Level 10 needed 7.5 million, and level 20 needs 115 million. Probably, if you do the math, it's around 300, 400 million gold per Aesir. Not too bad. So level 10 was giving us 50% of each: cavalry defense, marching speed, and ranged offense. And then now we are at 300%. So same as the other batch that we looked at, but these cost gold. So probably able to wrap this whole thing up with not too much gold, actually. Probably very little gold. So not a big deal on these. Very good. I think everyone is going to max these out right away. We all have a lot of gold saved up, so very good. And then lastly, we have Thor, Loki, and Odin. These seem to be the most crazy ones, but I guess this also makes sense. Again, same as the first 6 that we looked at, 20 million starting cost of soul shards, all the way up to 345 million for level 10. What do they give us? Troop offense when attacking towns for Thor, troop defense when attacking towns, and troop health when attacking towns. If you max all of it, you get 400%, 400%, 400%. And then permanent bonus from the patronage, warrior number and onslaught on towns, 500%. That is huge. Loki, again, soul shards, troop offense in fortresses, troop defense in fortresses, troop health in fortresses, 620% if you max this. So 100%, if you have 1 billion soul shards, it's going to Loki. I don't care. I've still not seen Odin, but Loki seems insane. Permanent bonus from the patronage. We have troop health when guarding a fortress, all the way up to 400% if you max it. This seems like an insane skin. And lastly, Odin, tier 8 warrior offense percentage. We have offense and defense and health for T8s. Again, I think Loki and Odin, both of them need to be maxed. Compared to everything else we've seen, these just seem massive. But again, troop offense against is, even though it's a relatively small bonus, 50%, that is also a very, very big stat to look at. So, warrior offense 500% is good, like T8 offense 500%, but it's not comparable to the warrior offense against. those debuffs are much stronger than this sort of thing. But I think Loki and Odin should be one of the top priorities. Again, if we're being factual, this just means you need 9 billion soul shards to max all of this. Jot's going to be crazy. I think everyone's going to go for soul shards. There's going to be a lot of soul shards being farmed there. And this kind of makes it a little bit difficult in the game, because if you have these all maxed, the advantage that you get in the game is huge. But in order to max them all, you would have to sacrifice your play style, because I just looked at something on Odin and it kind of turned me down. It says permanent bonuses from the patronage. Tier 8 warrior healing speed 80%. I don't see myself healing T8s, but yeah. What I was saying is, you would have to sacrifice your playstyle. You can't play CVC, you can't play Jot, you can't play Fury. If you don't want to waste your T8s, because you can't make much T8s because you're spending all your soul shards trying to max this. So maybe we see a return on T7s, If everyone starts to use T7s, you could possibly see a very big return on T7s. And they're huge. T7s are massive. If you have all of these bonuses, I would say someone with all maxed Aesirs might have an advantage versus someone with no maxed Aesirs. But the thing that you have to keep in mind is the only thing that the Aesirs 100% contribute to is the permanent bonuses. And if we look at all of the Aesirs, the old ones at least, the new ones that we're going to get, they're all troop offense when attacking towns, troop defense when attacking towns. Njord, Freya, Sif, all of them useless. Then we have troop offense when attacking towns. Aegir, Heimdallr, Baldur, all of them useless. Unless you activate the Aesir and get the proper bonus, which is a very good deal. Like killer offense 400%, it's massive. Troop offense against siege 50%, that's very big. Troop offense against cavalry 30%, that's huge, right? But unless you activate the Aesir, the power of the Aesir isn't valuable, because the permanent bonus that you get from it is not huge. So these are things that you have to keep in mind. If you're trying to play for an Aesir, if you're trying to pay for the Aesir, it makes more sense to upgrade the old ones, but the new ones I'm kind of shaky on. I mean, we just talked about Njord, Freya, Sif, all of them. I don't really look at them. Aegir, Heimdallr, Baldur, I don't really care about them because the permanent bonuses. I'm going to go for the old ones. Vidar, Vali, Ullr, 100% getting maxed. Honir, Magni, Forseti, 100% getting maxed. Then we have Skadi, Tyr, and Var, 100% getting maxed. I'm probably very possibly leaning towards going for Loki and Odin as my second and third choice before anything else, because I'm trying to go for something that gives me the most advantage, right? And if I have Loki, I get 620% offense in fortresses, 620% defense in fortresses, 620% troop health in fortresses, and then I get the troop health when guarding fortresses, 400%. That's the permanent bonus. That's the one thing that you don't have to do anything after you buy the Aesir, right? So I get permanently 400% bonus when guarding the fortress. None of the other Aesirs give you this. You get warrior number in onslaughts when attacking towns, 500% when you upgrade Thor. It's good, right? But it's not something that you care about. So Loki 100% is the star of the show. If I have 1 billion soul shards, I'm spending it on Loki, because that 400% bonus when guarding, 100% is the most valuable thing that exists within all of these Aesirs. None of them give you a good enough permanent bonus when you look at them. The only one that does is Loki. Am I saying you shouldn't max them? No. But I think if you're going to go focus on one Aesir and trying to, pick and choose which ones to go for next, I think it's a very easy dead giveaway to go for Loki. You get that 400% guarding bonus. Everyone will have this. So if someone has this 400%, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to have him activated. They don't have to use him. He's there. They have that 400%. And if you're attacking him and you don't have, Loki to activate, I guess, because you need that troop offense when attacking the fortress. But if you don't have the 400% and you're sitting in defense, you're probably not as strong as someone else who has that 400% who's trying to defend. Comes into play for home gang, comes into play for, pop, CVC, everything. I would say Loki definitely is the star of the show. I'm definitely maxing Loki, but the rest of them, I would have to think about them a little bit more carefully and go from there. Probably going to go for Odin also as my other choice after Loki. But again, the cost of soul shards, we're looking at around 10 billion soul shards for these. It's not something that anyone should max the day they drop, because you have to be a little bit sensible. And if you're trying to spend your soul shards, if you're trying to spend 10 billion soul shards and not have anything else to use throughout the next month or whatever, you're kind of screwed. I mean, unless you're a massive player, right? If you're a massive player, you still have a lot of troops that you can throw at people and still get some soul shards here and there and make your way through it. But for most average people, Loki just seems to be the star of the show. And yeah, I'm gonna end it at that. I think I'm very happy with the way the update looks. It doesn't seem too expensive on the old ones that we have to upgrade, and it also doesn't seem too bad on the new ones. But again, since all of them are soul shards, you have to be a little bit mindful, because we all need the soul shards to play Asgard, Jot, everything. We need them for everything in the game right now. T8s have taken over, and it's impossible to play with just T7s. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.